War of the Outer Worlds. Continuing on. Continuing. I guess we're basically where we left off. Where were we at? Fix the radiators. Alright. We're gonna fix the radiators. Oh.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Dennison will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing.
Alright, well, give me a second to check the stream, because that's worrying. That happened in part 2. The message came, I don't know if you guys are able to see it. When it pops up, Red Space is saying that. I don't know.
It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
I want your hat.
Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
Yes.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
No, I love it.
You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here.
Oh, God.
I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon.
You doing alright?
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. Not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as a Spacer's Choice is affordable. I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
I feel like he has like all these slogans inside of the mask. So he isn't actually saying anything, but he hears everything. So when someone like asks him something like that, he has just the perfect slogan taped inside the mask or the hat. So he responds only with that.
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprat Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development. Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon Colony. Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix.
Never answers our
2
questions.
handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed. Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat. Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now.
Oh my god.
Are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green. The future is spearmint.
How long are these questions gonna come up?
Damn it.
Exactly, I was right.
Look, this hat, my job, it may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be. It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest,
Oh, good
can I
lord.
interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to.
Excuse me?
Heard of it? My orientation Aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
That's true.
Yeah. I hope they're gonna be okay.
That's the Spacer's Choice spirit. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. Have a look.
I'll buy some just because I blasted your ass with all these questions. Oh, let me get that. Let me give it to my homie. Thank you. This one. What the hell did I just give him? You keep your shotgun. You also got that. You give me more health. Alright. Go to the radiators.
CNP pancake mix now requires no mixing. Seriously, no mixing.
How are the repairs going?
Just plugged the last of the O2 leaks.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for a
Oh.
Where are we headed? Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms? much did she ever. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just... she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill them.
Oh. You guys got this under control? Oh, they're up there.
I've had quite enough of you!
Oh. Oh my god. That was fucking dope. Why can't I do shit like that? Let me check that terminal, see what's in here. Nah, okay. Go to HHB, Earth HQ, it's my honor to report that Groundbreaker successfully arrived at the Lagrange point. Lagrange. Point, having released our cargo of prefab housing, settlers, and supplies at their intended colony worlds. May they prosper and expand. Now that stages 1 and 2 of the mission have been carried out, my family will take ownership of the Groundbreaker, as specified in our contract, keeping the ship in active duty as an independent trading post, repair stop, and cargo bay. I'd be remiss if I closed this transmission without sending my hopes and best wishes back to Earth. There's so much ahead of us, but we'll never forget what we left behind. Chief Galen. A stern reminder. Some very rich and unsavory elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew out here. It wasn't for a 9-figure blood money salary and a Spacer's Choice logo stamped on my ass. It wasn't to nickel and dime passing ships out of their last bit. Groundbreaker has no role in the success or failure of Halcyon's corporate entities. Period. I negotiated that understanding and clearly outlined it in writing before I never set foot on the ship. If anyone wants to dispute or compromise our independence, they will answer to Tennyson. We're a family operation. Even when the last Tennyson falls, Groundbreaker will remember us and defend its freedom accordingly.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Not a peep from me.
And
System.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps.
fluid circulation pump terminal. The staff is doing restless workaround, and half-cocked solutions are all we've got to mend Groundbreaker's bones. In many cases, we can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. I can rally our spirits, but what happens when I'm not around? Groundbreaker's real test will be seeing if our independence outlasts me. I'll take that bet. Found some Chief Sking's old schematics. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing because she spent half of her career patching it up. A lot of corners cut when they put this place together. Among her papers, I also found the layout of a hangar that doesn't match any of my docks. Something that might have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells isolating an infection. I had to put sentiment down in print, but every time I open the panel to find some workaround in the guts of this old bird, it's like I can feel you reaching out to me from the past, Grandma.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Process.
Here they come!
Process beginning.
Bad! Can't get past that all.
Oh my lord. Why is it doing like no damage? How many? Good lord. Oh dude, that does like no damage to that motherfucker. Holy shit. Essentially, electricity does basically the most damage to those.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now.
I could spend hours reflect. So. Yes, I've been meaning to discuss exactly that. Now that we know where, the Scholar is, when will we be searching him out?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your...
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gayan, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer. It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about. You've got my attention. You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler system. The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udom Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. You've got my attention.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled.
From their weapon.
C&P chicken and potatoes. At C&P, we know our C&P.
If you're here for this week's magazine club, what do you want then? Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
What about non-famous players? I earned quite a reputation as a fifth back during my penitentiary, seminary days.
You do have a favorable mop, I must say. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear? That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junlei. The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. Go right ahead, sweetheart. Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence. Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess. Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you. It's almost time for... I found a handsome...
So, would it be... The Atkins incident reports from various Mardit. Sorry, which Oh no. Anyways. Talk to Jesse. rather get all this, everything here I can while I have the opportunity.
Hello. Junlei call. Now, is there some... Take care.
Good. I need to get in there. I should be able to. Yes.
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
For the last Ratchet on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Okay. Now it's just the process of making my way out of here.
Slow day, huh?
Perfect. Alright, Udom.
This is Halcyon News.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases. That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be reasonable. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Hopefully that was the right choice. Ellie. I know, yeah. What'd she expect?
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. She helped me win a bet. We were on a smuggling run planetside when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur. And, as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off. Moral is, mantisaurs can't run when they're full of holes.
I guess so.
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Yeah, meet me in my ship.
Traveling in style, are we? I'll be sure to nab a cabin with a view.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
Yeah, I don't know you for shit. She's a medic though. Vicar, you might have to retire for the next few missions or whatever the fuck. Right. Oh, I have 20 points available? Well, you know I like my dialogue, so... The hack up... tech... range, get that really up, and then... defense. I didn't save exactly. I like speed, especially if I'm gonna go for the heavy armor type, because it looks cool. Let's check my inventory. 17.4. This needs to be fixed. We put that on for a little bit. Is this okay? When do you find a workbench? Do workbenches have like a thing on the mini map?
You been flying the outer systems route lately? Deader than a space manipular out.
A workbench. They have a symbol on them. There's one over here. I'm not gonna fast travel. Jesus Christ.
This is Halcyon News.
got that's good. Nice. Okay, that's all fixed. What's my... Oh, that's something I still gotta just find.
Gracious. Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal...
Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess we're gonna leave here now. This just happens to have a acid sweeper.
There's your drink, man. If you want anything else, just flag me down.
A new face. Only the usual. Marauders all over space. You ever wonder how folk who can't figure the bleeding edge technology of a spoon can manage to get ships into space?
Yeah, I don't really want to talk to you. Is any?
That last zero-G was a mistake.
About Monarch. Got one more hour before the Dockmaster bills me.
If it wasn't for us, this whole...
It's always fucking freezing in the bays.
Now you're complaining it's too cold. Good lord. Never be happy, can you? Okay.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Okay. I guess we'll hold off on that. Sam can wait a little bit. Okay. We're just gonna head back to our ship, I guess. I feel like if an acid sweeper would be anywhere, be somewhere here. But I have no clue.
Have either of the assault cruisers ever put into Groundbreaker?
You kidding?
I just figured there's so many people on it.
Oh.
Hey, you got a second?
What's up, Felix?
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
I've heard enough. You're hired.
You're serious? You're giving me a shot? All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion.
Sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress.
Oh, I'm liking this. No.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this. I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Listen here, Vicar.
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along like a church on fire.
Nice. Listen here, Vicar. I like Felix. You shut your fucking mouth. Alright, basically now it's just asking a shit ton of questions to people. Ada, Parvati, Vicar, listening. So just get ready for this. This conversation, dialogue is gonna be all over the place right here. Once we get done with that, though, we're gonna be all over the place. I want to get those weapons.
Why was I built to feel ennui?
You scare me sometimes. I don't know if I can trust you, to be honest.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Okay.
I have lots. I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope? When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative. Traveling the system with you, Captain. Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design. If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was. How can I be of a...
She freaks me out. I don't know. Every time I get on this shit, she says something, and just her presence is like I don't like it.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick? So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my datapad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet. Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's
Whoa.
a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda. I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Well, then this just turned into something.
Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it.
Oh, Lord.
But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
What the fuck is happening?
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
What?
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope? Drinking never solved nothing, Captain. I ain't been able to sleep for 3 nights now. I just want to unwind. Just the tiniest bit. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
Well, I'll take it talking to everyone else. I'll do that. I don't know what's happening. Lost hope, track down. Is there anything else I need to do? Oh yeah, I need to go here.
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing.
Okay. Ringo, this is just to let you know that I've given out the rest of that you-know-what to the you-know-who's. Sorry for the secrecy. You never really know who's reading these things. I appreciate you giving me the time of day. You risked your neck heading into the community center. I'm grateful, but I'd also appreciate if you never told another soul about our business. I like my job, and I should like to keep it. Parvati. I don't do this ever, so here goes. There's the engine, see, and it hums real nice. Like a box of cats making mice. But she's coughing and hacking up sludge. Because there's a block that says just won't budge. What's an engine to do? Then this wrencher strides in like a shark. Hair all done up and fancy and dark. feels a spasm in her compression alternator. Trembling, cause it's not aching to meet her. What's an engine to do? I've got 5 more stanzas mapped out. I'm having trouble rhyming some of the parts, so I'll get back to you on that. What? So we were talking about old friends, you know, and I got to thinking about Isabel. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what she was thinking. We were a mess. A good mess, but a mess. I'm a better me than I was then. Wanted you to know. Even when I drink too much of the old family recipe. You're a pretty swell party TV. Damn you, instant spell check. My wrench. Too tired, just gonna put my head down for interesting. Captain, okay, basically weapon. You just sleep? Oh.
Good to see you, boss. Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays. That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way. Stowaways ain't free. We were just as trapped as anybody else. We didn't belong in the system, but we still had to live in it. We still had to play by the board's rules. Imagine spending your whole life looking out at the stars, and knowing you could never aspire to be anything more than a box hauler. That's what it's like. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on. Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint? But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it. Oh, I can do civilized. Proper civilized, too. Genuflecting and everything. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives. Yeah. I guess my ship did arrive in the end. I've got you to thank for that. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
Oh, how's Victor?
I find myself marveling at the
This Roseway, something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the distress call. And whoever or whatever. What's there to know, Captain? Shady corporate town caught up in shady corporate shit. Tough luck for them, but maybe an opportunity for us. If you say so, I'm keeping a finger on the trigger all the same. Anyway, we might as well take a look out there, See if we can get the jump on whoever's waiting for us.
Okay. Let's go to Parvati. Droidicus.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh? My cargo's worth a lot.
Those lemon slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner? Okay, so what are we drinking?
What do you mean I'm the expert?
You're the expert? Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
Oh.
Oh, no, that's on account of my not being able to sleep lately. Makes my hands all twitchy, you know? I've just been lying awake, thinking about what Junlei said, and feeling my heart shake.
You really want to get drunk? Nah, we'll start with the beer.
Oh, beer. I guess, yeah, I can do that. Beer can be good. I bet. Bottoms up.
Oh.
Ah, this tastes like the underside of a boot. People drink that for fun? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for Junlei something fierce. What am I doing? Yeah. I guess we are that, huh? Friends. Friends give each other counsel, right? What do you think I should do about Junlei? Because I feel about as aimless as an automech with a busted nav chip.
Busted.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all. It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her? I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and they're all climbing up my throat. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve. Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
You've had
Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time.
You had a beer.
Even about silly things, but I'm so scared. Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings
Never
for
thought
that
I'd
lady,
be giving
Isabel?
relationship advice.
What if we get together and she gets bored of me?
Don't stop there, you're on a roll.
There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection.
Yes.
That's... well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not? Of course. Wouldn't you be? I envy your boldness of spirit, Captain. I can only hope a little bit of it rubs off on me. But, gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts. Well, I suppose so, but I want to be my best self for her. A good person, worth caring for. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... wow. So much to think about. Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should? Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain. Come on, let's go.
That was interesting. I'd never expected to be giving out fucking relationship advice in a fucking game. That was very interesting.
You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
Hey, that pad down there, with the lights off, there are people unloading shit.
That was interesting. That was kind of cool though. It's just one of the things that kind of gets you like immersed, you know, get you connected with the characters. I mean, so far, Parvati, however the fuck you say his name.
Oh, I did not expect you back so soon, Captain.
What's his name? Is his name Mitch or something? Felix. Parvati and Felix. Yeah, those are my two favorite. Even though I don't know Felix that much, but he's cool. Alright, let's see how it went.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. and I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me. I wouldn't mind having a drink again. Someday. In the distant future. Anyway. I messaged Junlei when we got back and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos. I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises. Yeah. In my defense, it's not like June was all too clear about what she was trying to say. She still ain't. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
I don't know. It seems a little sus to me. Health. Apply. Felix. Health. Apply. Oh wow. Oops. All right. Wait, which one was the one for the, Oh.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
I think Vicar for a little bit is going to stay here because he hasn't been too much use. I think I'll take Parvati. Felix Parvati. Vicar can stay here. Right.
No guards, huh? I like this place already.
Oh. Alright. I can agree with you. We'll check for the whatever the fuck it's called. meat. That'll definitely come in handy. Drino. Nope. Let's. I was going to use a consumable. That's. Nope. Nope.
Captain, something bit them. Something with more teeth than is strictly necessary.
You can put your weapon away. How does one put a consumable? L1. Companion attack. Weapon holstering. Low talk, interact, jump, crouch. Next weapon, hold weapon radio all time. I don't know.
Clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of no less than 10.
Oh wow. I wonder what happened. Is it just... Dad, I'm writing this on the odds that you found your way back here. I'm sorry I wasn't here to see you. They're moving us out of town, all of us. I don't know where we're going. Hoping that wherever it is, they've got a lab nice as Roseway's. We were doing some good work, real science for once. I don't know why they're moving us, and I don't know when we'll see each other again. And Dad, do me a favor and burn this journal. I'm not allowed to even mention the name Roseway. As far as corporate's concerned, this town never existed. I don't want to get in trouble. Here.
obstruction. Please collect your ticket. Clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is...
Hey, is that gunfire?
I've got a bad feeling about this. Alright. Before we go in here, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's see what's inside, I guess. Ross. Good for all that ails you. You get this? What's good?
I done had enough of this shit.
Oh wow.
I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps. Alarms went off, raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and them beasts. Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the comm center. What do you think? I'm the landing pad guard. I was standing out on the fucking tarmac. Hell of a job until all this. Anything else you'd like to know? Distress call? From here? Shit. They told me that weren't allowed. Got me. I just do what I'm told, and I was told not to do such. Oh, before I forget, Auntie Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
All right.
Ah, outlaws, I assume. Do me a favor and let me finish this, will you? And then make it quick, please. Aren't you with the brutes that attacked our lab? Aren't you here to pillage our supplies and leave our corpses to the Raptidons?
No.
Oh, well, good luck. Now, if we got the carbon, then yeah, it's just a matter. Oh, you idiot. Just put it. Of course, because I didn't. No, it's if I get this. It's got to put it in the power of 12, and of course that's we're gonna get this solved. I mean, it's really now or never. I'm going to. What does it look like? I'm preparing a personal defense device. Or trying to, anyway.
Well, intelligence. Science.
Why, yes. I suppose I could. Thanks. No. Well, yes. Well, no. Perhaps. I left schematics in our storage facility. As far as I know, the security commander hasn't found them yet. I admit I'd feel better were they returned to me. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a tube of thermal paste on you, would you? Blast. Well, good luck. I hope I see you back here in one piece.
Okay. Oh.
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you?
Right the first time.
I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked. Everything's under control now, though, truth be told.
Standard operating procedure for suits, boss. They're all a bunch of cowards.
I'm not sure it's right to fault a man for trying to survive.
An attack. One that I'd wager was due to the nature of my research here. I'm not at liberty to discuss the nature of the work I'm doing here.
Of course not.
Suffice it to say that its importance to me, to the colony, is immeasurable. My research may not quite fall within legal parameters, so I'm under orders to maintain wireless silence. However, having your head used as target practice can addle one's thinking. I cut the call immediately once I'd gathered my wits. The Home Office can't know what's happening here. We're expendable resources, to be neglected and left to our fates were anything untoward to happen. May strike you as such, but nothing less than what we signed on for. More than worth it, in my estimation. Perhaps, if you can prove yourself worthy of trust, the fact that you're here now has me thinking you'd be someone not averse to risking your life, if the pay were right. Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us, shot up our labs and loosed our research subjects, the Raptidons. If those cretins get their hands on my research, well, they'll need not kill me. You have a point there. It most decidedly cannot make the situation any worse. All right. We were tasked with formulating a new and improved dental gel.
Are you serious? What the fuck? Toothpaste, my guy?
One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental hygiene. May I continue? While doing research on enzymes specific to the Raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective appetite suppressant ever.
Diet toothpaste.
Not just any diet toothpaste, the ultimate diet toothpaste.
How do you like your toothpaste? Diet, please. What the fuck? Say no more.
Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out. The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my code and keycard. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass by the town's original... by the Grand Architect. Jameson. He's in the old lab. My protege. I sent him to retrieve some metabolic precursors, and I forgot him. That would surely lighten the weight on my conscience, as I am held to account for the well-being of every scientist here. Too many have been lost. Too many black marks against my name, as it were. And far too much paperwork.
Okay. He's got blasted
This
there.
Crane guy cares more about his research than his own people.
Yeah, I figured that.
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Vaughn Cortez. Dr. Vaughn Cortez. But just Vaughn's fine, really. Over in the main labs. I rabbited back here when I realized I was hearing gunshots, not blown fuses. We've been cooped up in here, I don't know, hours? Too long. I have to get back to work. Dr. Crane might say otherwise. Me? When those guys started shooting the place up, I was first out the door. I had to leave an experiment running at the lab. Something I've been working on a long while. Something that could really get me ahead. Know what I mean? I've been extracting organic compounds from raptidons. Compounds that have, benefits.
Whoa, slow down. Benefits?
In certain social situations. Personal situations. Where you might want to, enhance your charisma. Sure. Of course. Our lab's south of here, down the road. Not the old public lab, the one past that, built into the mountainside. My equipment's in the lower levels, way in the back. I have a big room all to myself, dissection tables and whatnot. It should have been running this whole time. Just grab the results and bring them here. Great! This is really gonna save my ass.
Let me check. Gotcha. No, 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 no.
So those charisma-enhancing benefits he was talking about, it was just blowing smoke, right?
Yeah, we'll have to see. I didn't know where I'm going. This way. I was wrong. I was okay. Nah, yes.
Oof. If I had to look at those yellow walls all day, I'd make a point to sleep on the roof.
Okay. So we just got blasted with even more shit.
The ventilation shaft runs from the bottom of the lab to the top of the hill, over the garage.
Some more ammo for that, that's good. Alright, I think I'm gonna get these schematics, and then I think that might be in the end for part 4. But I might do another one tonight. I just gotta finish up some stuff for school tomorrow. Probably might be a possibility I might be on later playing this. I'm a lot faster though.
Ready for this?
Yeah! Now that was fun!
Calm down.
Here we go.
That had to hurt!
Ooh. Oh. Oh, there's a lot of bad guys in here.
Great! Here we go! Good job, Cap!
Oh, that's good.
Everyone all right?
Yeah. I like Felix because he just kind of vibes from the back and just shoots his grenades. Parvati knows how to use her fucking whatever the fuck that is. Messages from Valkova, Dr. Crane, pursuit to our conversation the previous week. Ari. Why is the ammunition storage locker larger than my bathroom? I have dispatched Sullivan with the triplicate or paperwork you requested. As a reminder, I'm currently the sole property manager of all 3 facilities, and I remain the only person required to sleep on site rather than in Roseway. According to human resource standards, my position entitles me to refreshment facilities of not less than 4 square meters. I spent all yesterday cleaning a man's arm out of a meat grinder, and I don't even have a damn shower out here. Fix it or I'm going to start breaking into your room and showering there. And you can experience the joy of cleansing or cleaning gristle out of your drink. Remember, I have entire crates of Mag Fixer. You know I can do it. Ruben. I'm starting to run low on caffeine supplements. Any chance you could bring some by? I've had an urge to rearrange my storeroom all day. Maybe you could help with that again. Or not. We could hike to the Terraformer. It's been a while since last time. When my hair is quiet, I wouldn't mind that. Feels like all I do anymore is mop up mascara or sit here twiddling my thumbs. I don't know. You tell me. Masha. Anton. Haven't heard back from you. Ari, the paperwork. There was a receipt of acknowledgement right on top. I expect you to sign and return and forth, but while I have your eye, Have you heard from Porter? Doesn't seem like anyone's responding to my messages today. Things are hairy out here. Lock the doors. Keep your head down. Stay safe, Mishenka. I'll come for you. That's the usual 5% incidents. I've recovered from Doc Orson dump.
I don't even know how you can get a kitchen this dirty with just canned food.
Process.
Heads up, jackass!
Here goes nothing!
Version 2s of those MK2s are a lot harder. Shit.
Score Felix!
I see you there!
Nice. My lord. What kind of absolutely, like, teammate is this? Absolutely just dookied on this man. Fucking hell, I didn't even want to do anything right there. That was pretty cool, I like that move. I wish I could do shit like that though. Just come in and do a special move real quick and just fucking body check someone.
All this space, and this is all they get to sleep in?
As you get into the armory and don't have the code, ask me if I'm not around. Acid Steeper. Nice. Occasional untrained personnel must seminar.
Nobody in this damn town knows how to clean up after themselves. Here I come! Good, boss! Try another weapon!
Everyone all right?
Pick one. A 6 patrol route past too close to the experimental subject pens. Now there's Rap Spit gunking up the servos and its gun arm. We don't have a replacement arm, so I guess we disassemble this one for parts. These 12 and 17 are still working. Someone tried to disable the mandatory consumer broadcast on 17. The thing got stuck in maximum volume mode until we factory reset it. 12 had a serious malfunction today. Porter accidentally tripped one of the sensors inside the walls. So the Blasted unit thought everyone was an intruder and just started shooting. We shut it down for now, but we're requesting new behavior modules for HQ for the rest of the units. In response on the behavior modules, for the time being, we'll have to hope nobody blows up a wall. Detailed drawings of an advanced pistol, revisions and comments from brand name Force, which is not native to the Halcyon. Skills, how do you charge up an overhead power attack that inflicts? Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna give that to him. I also want to go back to our ship to figure that shit out. Huh.
Watch out!
Let's go. That's a big ass mech. Oh, yeah, let's not even mess with that. I think I'm gonna stop with the acid steeper. I'm gonna save it, and we're gonna finish some stuff off for me, and then there might be a possibility I might be back on tonight. I only got 2 classes tomorrow, so should be good.
Did you bring me anything? New parts? Last weekend's crossword puzzle? Preferably not already filled out this time.
Okay.
Initiating
Whoa, 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 whoa.
initialization sequences. Greetings, customer! This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your SAM?
Sam.
Registering new owner, Captain. SAM units live to clean and clean to live.
Oh, 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 oh. Cool. Go talk to him. Oh, where did he go? Isn't that acid?
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years. Thank you, customer. Sam, merciless on germs. All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugated steel box. Got stubborn stains. Leave them for Sam. Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away.
Oh.
Good to see you, boss.
I guess always look before you pick something, because that you might just accidentally pick that shit up and boom. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna call the end to this stream, I guess. I guess we'll work on completing these side quests. It'll take a minute, because they all they're called side quests, but they relate to this. So it's weird to call them the side quests, I guess. Like, that's a lot different. You talk to the dude, and then it's like, here are these, like, shit tons of other quests relating to the main quest. But it's considered side quest. So it's definitely a little odd. But it's not, it's whatever, I guess. Yeah, I'm not like, it's not a bad thing, I guess. I don't know. We'll see as the story goes on. Because I'd rather just have it be like, because like I'll purchase the nav key. But then it was like, well, I can't, so then give me this, what I'm doing now as the main quest, instead of it being a side quest. I'll do it, come back and have the bits for it, but then it's, no. Because I'm almost at the bits without even doing this shit, but I don't know. I might see you guys later tonight if I can get my shit done, so see you guys later.